Thanks, Hannah.
Mhm.
Isabel, by the way, being part of the neurodiverse community is a gift. Don't ever forget that. By the way, ADHD is probably more of a lifestyle than it is a diagnosis these days.
Yeah.
Real quick, if you could expand, Hannah, on,
Mhm.
it's kind of new for me to be self-promoting, but if you could expand on some tips or share with us a little bit more about that feeling of bragging versus really bringing intentional inspiration or trying to find ways to move people.
Yeah,
Just maybe a couple of tips that you would suggest.
sure.
That uncomfortableness isn't there as much as.
Yeah. I'll try to give you kind of some actionable things here if helpful. I mean, word choice matters, right? So if you say something like, I crushed that project, yeah, people are gonna be like, you're kind of irritating, right? But if you say something like, I'm really proud of the effort that I put in on that project and the fact that it was well received, or, especially given the hard work that went into that project, I'm so grateful that the team had XYZ response, right? Two phrases that land very differently because you're acknowledging it's not just, hey, I'm amazing, but hey, this is the effort that went into it. And I'm just really thrilled to see that the outcome was what I hoped it would be. That's a very human, very relatable experience. Secondarily, I think, again, in as much measure as possible, I don't want us to ever use language that diminishes us and our contributions. But obviously, when we speak to the actual effort or activity of, hey, this report went out and I'm just really grateful that, so-and-so received it this way, or so-and-so had this to say about it. My team and I worked really hard on it, right? There's ways that you can use language that help keep it less as a self-promotional spotlight or a solo validation spotlight. How can we use the we language? Now, last thing is sometimes feel free to make it about you. This is the part that is difficult. I want to own this. It's very difficult to say, I did this. So I just got a Kirkus star for my book. That's a huge deal. I'm really proud of myself. So I shared a LinkedIn post that was like, and this is true. This wasn't me just being all woe is me. I can't believe it. It was, I can't believe that I got a Kirkus star, especially with all the work that went into this. But then towards the end, this is the social celebration bit. At the end of that post, I said, honestly, I almost didn't write this book. And so it's only possible thanks to this supportive community of people that kept me going to get this thing over the finish line. So in that sense, I gave them that we're in it together, that social celebration piece, which made the early, hell yeah, I want a Kirkus star feel more palatable to the masses. My likability didn't take a ding. That helpful? And it's quick, but
Yes, thank you.
sure.
Henna, I want